Thank you very, very much.
My name is Gian Viterbo of GadgetPhilippines.net. Hugo, I'm really a big fan of yours, especially whenever you talk on Google, when we were still on Google. Of course, I'm very interested with a lot of the slew of products that you introduced to us today. And I'm very, very much interested with the Mi 3. And of course, I'd like to congratulate you with that phone, because Mi 3 is one of the best valued phones that I've seen so far. And of course, I prepared a bit of questions. I will not be taking much of your time.
Okay.
And I hope you'll answer all of them.
All right.
Okay.
It's a pleasure.
Yes. Okay. First, how do you find the Philippines before I get into my questions?
So I've been here for about 24 hours now. It's actually my first time in the Philippines and my first time in Manila. I've got a lot of friends from here, but I haven't actually been.
Okay.
It feels very familiar. Actually, I think the combination of the friendliness, the fact that everyone obviously speaks English, and all of the Latin last names.
That's right. That's right.
It kind of makes me feel at home.
Santiago,
Guerrero, Villanueva, like all these names that sound like from back home. So I feel pretty great.
It's really nice. It's nice to know that you're here, and you know that there are some local players here that sells products that has almost similar chipsets. For example, Digitech 6592, the octa-core ones, and it's selling for about $12,999. And I believe that the ones when you price your Redmi Note, which will be selling for about 2 or 3 months from now, probably, I believe that it's well priced. At, let's say, before taxes at 10,000. By the time that you sell it, what would be your marketing strategy for that? Will you be selling it online only, or will you be tapping several distributors in the Philippines?
Right. So we are online first. So for pretty much every product that we launch, at around launch time, we will sell the product exclusively online.
Online.
Because that's the way to get it to people as fast as possible at the best possible price. Over time, we may sort of migrate that particular device, that particular product over to other channels, or may sell it through mobile operators, retailers, and so on. But really, our primary focus is to sell it online.
Selling online.
So that's what we'll be doing for every product as we launch it.
Okay. I have one more question regarding. I'm interested to know if anytime in the future you will be releasing a device that is using Android Wear. I mean, there's now an interest in having wearable devices. Will Xiaomi be launching anytime soon?
So we are looking at wearables pretty closely. We are obviously looking at Android Wear as well. I mean, Android Wear was my project back at Google before I moved over to Xiaomi. So I'm pretty familiar with it. I'm actually very, very excited with what the team has done over the last few months, which of course I didn't know about until they announced it about a month and a half ago. So we are looking at it pretty closely, and we're excited about it. It's a little early to talk in more detail because we're still studying it. We also want to do even more than what Android Wear enables us to do. So we're looking at it pretty closely to see what we decide to do. I'm going to Google I/O in just a few weeks, so I'm hoping to spend a lot of time with the Android Wear team while I'm there.
It's great news. Now, let me go back to Mi 3. Mi 3, there are 2 versions that you mentioned earlier. 2 versions. One is launched for the international market. The other one is for China.
Right.
Will you be launching an LTE for international basebands soon, like for Mi 3?
For Mi 3? We don't have an LTE plan for Mi 3 at this point, but we are looking at launching LTE devices in the near future.
In the near future.
And it may or may not be Mi 3, but of course we recognize how important LTE is. I was checking out the LTE network here today, doing some speed tests, and I was quite impressed.
With the speed?
With the speed. It's pretty good. Of course, as it gets crowded, that goes down, but that happens everywhere. So, so we're pretty committed to LTE as well. 1800, 2100 here in the Philippines, so we're looking at it.
Okay, so that's really nice. You're looking at several networks now in the Philippines, and initially, will you be launching it in a single network, or you will be launching it in 2 networks at once?
So we try to serve all of the networks. So we launched devices that serve all frequencies. That's what you're talking about, right?
Yes, that's right. Frequencies.
Yes, so Mi 3 works across all 2G and 3G frequencies that matter. 850, 900, 1800, 1900 for 2G, and 850 and 2100 for 3G primarily on the bands that we support. So there shouldn't be a problem.
I don't know if this is premature to ask, but are you in talks with the network now?
We are talking to all of the mobile operators here. We're actually very, very excited about those conversations. I've met with them a couple of times now. I first met with them in Barcelona at the Mobile World Congress. We had great conversations. So we are working on details with them. But I think it's safe to say that we're all excited about doing this together.
Okay, just one last question about the Mi 3.
Of course.
Well, apart from powerful specs and good price point, what excites you more about the Mi 3? I understand that you have here...
what excites me the most about Mi 3 is actually the camera. It's the combination of the camera hardware and the camera software. Mi 3 features, in my opinion, and I'm a photographer, the best HDR of any camera I have ever seen, whether it's a mobile phone camera or even like the HDR feature that some DSLRs are starting to have. I still think Mi 3 is by far the best on the market. It's so superior. It's so good. I strongly recommend you try it out.
Well, I can't wait to have one. I'm really going to buy that. Okay, again, thank you. Thank you for your time, Hugo.
Thank you so much.
Hope to see you again soon.
Awesome.
Thank you.
Thank you, sir. Cheers.
Cheers.